Driver can be one of the most detrimental clubs in the bag if not used correctly. Are you the type of golfer that just sees that big slice every time you pull it out of the bag and it becomes a really detrimental, painful shot? In this video, we're going to be talking how you can fix your slice. I'm talking about the mechanics and the biomechanics of the body and how that influences the delivery angle of the golf club into the golf ball, and how I can help you fix your driver, fix the slice, and just start to enjoy what should be a fantastic golf club to give you loads of distance. Now you're going to see a very interesting view, and I don't apologize for it just yet because it's that one behind me. All right, so you guys looking from behind are probably thinking, what the hell are we looking at from this angle for? This is one of the most important angles that I coach from, because you're able to see the pelvic movement, you're able to see where the body weight goes, where the pressure goes during the backswing. Whereas what you don't see from down the line, you could see the spine tilt. You could see the spine tilt away. You see it better from behind. So this video, we're going to be showing you some kind of behind shots, just so you can really get an understanding of how the body's going to be moving during the swing. But to get us started, are you this golfer that gets on the tee trying to be positive? Not always easy. I just can't help not. I just can't not hit fairways. That was meant to be a big slice. It's bounding its way down the middle of the fairway. Even give it the sawn off follow through to slice it, and just didn't do it. But you need that shot. That one not quite well hit, but it's in the middle of the fairway. We all need that shot. If you are new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. Loads of content coming, 3 tips a week to help you with your game. Also on a Sunday, we've got the Sunday Scramble. I've had so many fantastic guests on there, talking course management, talking about how we can help you guys as amateurs but get better. But we've also had a couple of 28 handicappers on there as well, so it's entertaining and hopefully really thought-provoking that can help you with your game as well. So hit the subscribe button. Loads of content for you to catch up on if you're new to the channel. All right, to get things going, we're going to be starting from setup, because that's where the natural setup position it should be. So if we take the club in behind the golf ball is approximately half the equator above the top of the driver head, and I've got the ball position on the inside of my lead heel. I've not got it too far, and I haven't got it in line with my big toe. That's a key one I see a lot of, where golfers put it too far in front of the big toe. You're hitting it later in the swing, so the further forward you have it, the more left you're swinging if you're a right-handed golfer. As you know, if you're watching this because you're a slicer, the more left you're swinging it, the more right it's probably going to go. So you actually need to get the ball position further back in your stance to start with, if you do fall into that trap of having it too far into that left side, and just put it back just on the inside of the heel. Hit it earlier, so you're hitting it from a slightly more neutral path. Then you've got to try and fix face. That could already be the very first fix in this video. So clubbing behind the golf ball, it's half of the ball above the top of the driver, inside that lead heel. Posture's a key one. We've got to make sure we've got that nice straight back, and we're able to rotate around the spine angle. Important with the driver that we get some nice depth in this trail hip and trail shoulder, so we get the club working around the body. Any sort of movement in this direction, so this is why the behind the camera is great for you to see now, that sort of movement prevents rotation, gets the club up quite steep, and then from here every golfer knows that they've got to rotate to hit the ball far, and they rotate and end up on the outside. And once again, you'll see from behind view, I'm way behind the golf ball with my hips, spine and head. Okay, so what I want to try and do, if I take my setup, if I rotate to the top of the backswing, and you're going to see a nice line now through my spine angle, through the middle of my pelvis, I get to the top of the backswing, and you're going to see that I have moved off towards the right side, towards my trail side in that takeaway position. So there is movement. To create this depth of upper body and lower body, there has to be a very slight degree of lateral movement, okay? And as I start to work back in towards the golf ball, what we're going to try and see now is the separation between lower body and upper body. So that lower body, the pelvis now is going to move to the lead side, past the middle line, but the head's going to stay on or slightly behind the line. This is how we get that separation between upper and lower body. This is also how we engage that better transition. If I can work the golf swing more down with my arms as my lower body and my pelvis moves towards the lead foot, I'm able to create the separation for a better transitional position. If I've got a better transition, the golf club's coming in straighter. Already with a better ball position, provided that may have been the issue at the start, we're now hitting the ball earlier, so therefore we've got a more neutral path. Really, really important to understand how the body's working throughout the golf swing. You can at setup have an element of kind of weight onto your trail side, but that just comes from spine tilt. So the shoulders start to work slightly up towards the sky. You've not seen me move my pelvis, you've not seen me move my hips to my trail side. The weight's gone that way through spine tilt, okay? So as I set up here, pelvis is still in the center. As I go to the top, my lower body has rotated, I've created that depth, and my trail side has got more weight on it, and it's taken the pelvis across there as well. As I create that transition into the downswing, the pelvis is going to move towards the target, moving back past the center line. So you've seen straight away the movement from left to right, right to left in my case, in the transition towards the golf ball. Too many golfers try and get too static. They try not to turn too much. You kind of maybe subconsciously feel that the less that you move, the better it's going to be. It's not going to be the case. You've got to move, you've got to engage it, you've got to trust it, you've got to believe it. You've got to know it first of all though. Okay, so as I set up, I'm going to rotate into that trail side, clear back through. We can go from, with this movement, we can go from slice to draw like that, okay? What I really want, if I'm being perfectly honest, is slice to fade. Fade's beautiful. I love a fade. I hit a fade. I'm in the fade community. So fades are good, all right? You can go from slice to draw. You can go from pelvic move to the right side, that and no rotation, and slice across it. You can add in a lot more depth and rotation to the top of the backswing. And because of the transition, the understanding of how the lower body and upper body work together, we can deliver the golf club from the inside. Deliver the golf club from the inside with a square face, and we're going to see the ball come out with that draw. Just like that. I don't hit draws very often, but that, on this particular hole as well, is like absolutely A1. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope the second camera angle, A, wasn't too disturbing, but also gave you a lot of insights into how the body should be moving throughout the golf swing. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like, hit the subscribe. See you next time.